everyone, welcome to Yoga with Mrs. Clenise. My name is Stephanie, but as a high school teacher and a high school yoga instructor, most of the people I work with do call me Mrs. Clenise. We're here today for a short hip opening flow. Most of what we're going to be doing is going to be very close to the ground. And we will lift off the ground. We've definitely got some downward dog and some three-legged dog in here. But we'll be focusing on staying low and opening up our hips. I tend to carry a lot of tension in my jaw and my hips, and they tend to be very connected. So this is something I find myself drawn to the most, and these are some of my favorite ways to open. So I'm going to share them with you today. This will be a quick flow, so find yourself in that comfortable space. I'm starting here in my easy seat Sukhasana, and I'd love for you to join me. I'm gonna place my hand on my heart, my other on my stomach. And when I start, we're gonna get started with just some breathing together. 3 breaths together, I think would be really nice. Let's inhale. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and exhale down your back. I invite you to close your eyes or bring your gaze down if that feels comfortable for you. All right, that's a gorgeous way to start, friends. Okay, inhale your arms up over your head, dropping your shoulders down your back, and bring your left hand to the earth. Drop that shoulder away from your ear, and a nice seated side stretch. I'm looking forward. You can drop your gaze to your bottom hand or bring it up. Whatever works for your practice today. On your next inhale, come back through neutral. Take that right shoulder down away from your ear, walking that hand out. Inhale your left arm up over your head, and up sideways. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. Again, bring that gaze wherever feels comfortable for you. On your next inhale, rise up and come through center. Okay, I'm gonna start by bringing my left leg out. We'll keep with opening our sides and then start to engage the hips a little bit more. So as always, when I talk about doing a head to knee pose or anything that engages your hamstrings, keep a micro bend in your knee. I'm somebody with tighter hamstrings, so I've got a little bit of a deeper bend in my knee. Bring my right foot in towards my inner thigh. I'm gonna take my left hand towards my left foot, inhale my right hand up, and we'll start with a nice side bend. Inhale, and exhale, starting to engage that hip a little bit. Inhale, come back up. Turn your torso towards that extended leg, and now we'll move to our head to knee. Please modify, take any variation that's gonna make you feel comfortable. Like I said, I've got quite the bend here. The goal is not to be curved over and getting close to your knee. It's about engaging and hinging at the hips. So hinge and then relax your neck. And we'll take 2 breaths here. And we'll come back up. Oh, so nice. I'm gonna bring that in. And extending my right foot, or whatever foot you didn't start with is the one we're extending. So once again, bring that foot down, up and over. Just kind of want to really engage our bodies, get them a little bit more warmed up before we start playing too much with our hips. Okay, we'll come up. I'm gonna put quite the bend in this side. This is my tight side, so it is what it is. So we'll inhale up and forward fold. Hinge at those hips, you got this. And back up. Oh, so nice. Okay, so from here, we are going to move into our first downward facing dog. So you can roll over, find yourself in that tabletop position, tuck your toes, and send your hips up to the sky. All right, so this is our first one. Let's go ahead and take any movements that feel good. For me, I love to do the little walk in the dog. Here's my face. Hi. I like to walk the dog, bending one knee at a time. So really gotta have some tight calves today. So it feels really nice to kind of move those one at a time. Stretch those arms out. You should feel your back and your shoulders. My posture's a little messy here. There we go. I think that looks better. Shake your head no, shake your head yes. Shake your hips if you feel like it. I'm gonna swing my right leg up for a three-legged dog, and then shifting my weight forward, I'm going to bring my right leg in between my feet for a low lunge. We'll stay here, like kind of more like your runner's lunge, low lunge. If that was kind of difficult, right? So if you got yourself up in that three-legged, bring it down and then help bring your foot forward however you need. We're gonna stay low to the ground, like I said. We'll breathe here, feeling our legs engaged, feel this hip activating, your right hip activating. Shine that heart forward. And you can bring that foot back to meet for another down dog. Okay, from here, we will now switch sides, bringing that left foot up. And so if you want to try it this time, shift your weight forward. It's almost like onto your hands and your arms, bringing that knee towards your nose and placing it in between your feet. Right. Let's breathe here for a minute. I'm talking too much because I'm out of breath. On your next inhale, bring that foot back to meet your right foot. And let's breathe in our downward dog. Okay, so we're gonna take that three-legged dog variation, but this time we're gonna open our hip and we're going to be setting up for our pigeon pose or our sleeping pigeon pose, half pigeon. So many different names for the version that we're getting into. So I'm gonna start with my left this time just so you can see the movement. So bend, lower. Put a bend in that left knee, and then you're gonna try and rotate, right? Rotate in one direction, switch direction, extend, and then send your knee forward, okay? So you wanna put your left knee behind your left wrist, and you're bringing that like right foot, right ankle behind your right foot. We're not looking for parallel towards the top of the mat. I don't have it. If you have it, get after it. I'm really proud of you. I'm not there yet, and that's okay. So you can rest your back foot. Right, so there's like so many variations, but we're gonna take it forward. So the goal is that you're not falling into one or the other. Try and keep those hips straight forward. Walk your hands as forward as feels good. I like to clasp mine. And rest my neck here. If this is intense, come out of it a little bit, okay? Come back up. If it's intense for that reason, there's other variations, but today I'm really focusing on sharing this one. Some people will bring a block with them or two blocks. I'm just gonna whip mine out here and use it as kind of a pillow. Or bring one under your chest and a second one for under your head. Kind of take some of that pressure off the hip. Start to come up out of that one. I'm gonna put my blocks to the side. Tuck the toes on your back leg and step back into that downward facing dog. Woo, you should feel a difference in those legs and those thighs and those hips. Okay, this time now I'm going to send my right foot up, bend the knee, and try and rotate it again in that hip socket. Like 3 times in each direction should probably feel pretty good. Re-extend it, send it forward. All right, right knee behind the right hand. So this is what I mean, like I'm not up here with this. I don't have that in my practice, especially not today. What I do have is keeping my hips forward, not sinking to one side or the other. Coming up nice and tall. And settling down into it. Relax that left leg. Relax the toes. All right, we'll start to walk ourselves back up. Tuck your back toes. Bring your right foot back to meet your left foot. Pedal out anything that still feels sticky, anything you need. Shift forward into a plank, lower your knees down. Bring your shoulders back for a nice low cobra. And down. Push up into your tabletop. And then come into your seated position. We're gonna wrap with bound angle. All right, we bring our heels in towards our bodies as far as feels comfortable. If you're out here, that's what feels good. I'm gonna bring mine in just a touch more. Then you wanna kind of open your feet like you're reading a little book. Sit up nice and tall, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Hinge forward. And exhale, release your neck. Start to walk yourself back up. Relax into whatever feels good. I'm going to easy seat. And I'd like to close out this hip opening class with a breath together. So I'll bring my hand back to my heart and my other back to my stomach. I hope you're feeling a little more grounded and also a little bit more open for whatever the day has to offer you. Hope you're open to receiving it and that you're feeling really strong. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again soon.